Thank you very much. The management, Keystone Sacco, invited guests, and our guests of honor for today, our retirees. Good morning. Good morning once more. It's good to see people who have retired but still looking very vibrant. It encourages us, and especially me, that when I get to that age, I should ensure that I look very vibrant as you're looking today. Sindio? So my name is Dolina Tieno from CIC Group. Today I'm very happy to be here, and I think this year this is the second time we're meeting a category of people like you. The other time we were here with the Bandari Sacco pensioners, and today we are here with Keystone Sacco pensioners. It shows that even though the society is looking forward, it is also looking at those who brought it to where it is today, Sindio? And it is a good thing. And I'd really like to appreciate the management for considering to have such an event. When we were still in service, we were able to get some services from our employers. We were able to get some medical covers, we were able to get salary, we were able to get all those things that would sustain us in life. But as we have retired, some things have stopped coming. Sini ukweli? Mshahara imepungua, ikabadilika ikakuwa pension, sindio? But it is still also being cushioned by our savings, among them what we saved at Keystone Sacco. We can still access loans like anybody else, sindio? We can still access our daily activities or needs that we need to have even today, even though we have retired. So I'm going to capture one aspect that we cannot run away from. We cannot run away from healthcare. We cannot run away from medical bills. We cannot run away from accessing treatment. Ama kuna mtu hapa akona njia ya kuavoid treatment? Is there a way? We are told about nutrition, that is there. It only minimizes, but it does not really keep you away from the doctor 100%. So that is the truth. And as the age progresses, the frequency of hospitali inaongezeka. All through your years of service is not depleted on treatment and medication. So we were able to come up with a medical cover specifically for cooperative societies. Specifically for cooperative societies, because those are our shareholders at CIC, and we understand the needs of our cooperative members. And this product is specially tailored to take care of members of cooperative societies. And probably the designers of the product considered retirees more with that product. Tuko na SHA. Si tuko na SHA? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. When it doesn't work, what do? We get to our pocket. Sindio? It works, sometimes it doesn't work in terms of they can approve a small limit. Na ingine wapewe utoe wapi? Kwa mfuko. Unaweza ukakimbia Keystone uchukue savings yako, because we all know that pension haiwezi kulisha na ikashughulikia hizo zingine, si ndio? So we'll try and transfer some of these risks elsewhere, mahali ambapo itamaliza our savings that we call it cooperative care. So it's taking care of cooperative members. For you to access this cover, you must be a member of a cooperative society. Hiyo ni point number 1. Na wale watu naongelesha hapa leo ni members wa cooperative society. Kwa hivyo eligibility number 1 they have met. This cover covers you inpatient and outpatient. Inpatient meaning when you are admitted in hospital, it's able to take care of your costs. When you go for outpatient treatment, it's able to take care of your outpatient treatment cost, that is consultation ya daktari, medical tests, and the prescribed drugs. It also has an additional benefit of optical cover. Kuna wale ambao wanavaa miwani na kuna wale watavaa very soon, si ndio? It also takes care of your dental cover, shida za meno na kadhalika. It has maternity, though I believe not so many of us here will need it. Unless upate Gen Z, labda the man can get a Gen Z huko mbele. Hiyo ndio anaweza katumia maternity, but most of you I'm sure you might not need the maternity cover. And then it also have a funeral expense cover on it. to take care in case of death, even though our society has that cover for us, but this cover also gives you an additional funeral cover benefit for you as the principal member.
My name is Krista Beroudia, Business Development and Marketing Manager. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the members here. As the head of marketing, we want to say thank you so much for the support that you have always given us. We normally send our marketers to the field, and every time they visit your schools, you receive them and you give them opportunities to do marketing to members of your staff. Through that, we've been able to increase our membership up to about 13,000, and most of the members are the young people, mostly the millennials and some Gen Zs. So we couldn't have done this if it were not for your support. Most of the time, the heads of institutions give direction to the teachers to join Keystone Sacco. So this is something we do not take for granted, and I just want to say thank you so much. Now, from the program that you've been given, our theme today is redefining retirement. Gone are the days when retirement was just about stopping work and going back home as you wait for your final days. Right now, retirement is about financial security, your well-being, and new opportunities. So Keystone Sacco, we are going to ensure your financial security, and for your well-being, we are partnered with CIC Insurance to ensure that every time a member is sick, then you are able to access good medical service with the help of the product at CIC Insurance, that is the COP Care. And also for new opportunities, we are going to create a platform where you'll be able to access new opportunities in terms of businesses and investment. So I know among you here, we have people who are still in service, that is the 57 to 60 years, and we have those who have retired, and we also have those who are already patronizing Keystone Sacco. So why should you maintain your membership at Keystone? If you retire today or in the next few months to come, why should you maintain your membership? Number one, at Keystone Sacco, we pay pension very early. If you are keen back then, when you retire, for you to access your share deposits, you had to come to the Sacco on a monthly basis, fill a share refund form, and then the money is deposited into your account and then you withdraw over the counter. So the reason why we introduced Sacco is to stop all those paperwork and also to ensure that our members do not waste a lot of time by traveling from where they're coming from just to access their share refund in the Sacco. All the heads of institutions to continue supporting us, and for the ones who are the senior citizens, kindly talk to your sons and daughters to join the Sacco so that they continue the legacy that you people are building now. Thank you so much.
I would like to mention that when one retires, you are retiring from active service. But I want to assure you the needs of an individual do not retire with you when you retire from your service. You are still a member of a community. You need to belong to that community, and being a member of a community sometimes comes with cost.
I learned, like in the last 8 years, that our senior members who are youth are not getting enough airtime during our AGMs. And if you were there in our last AGM, some of the membership, some of the segments of the membership of the Sacco are like saying that you need to leave. Those who are there at the last AGM will remember I took a lot of my time defending the eligibility of this category or segment of membership. But I know this is where we are. We have a younger generation who believe that the Sacco must be left with them. We will share our products and services tailor-made for your needs. I want to believe a lady has done that on my part. We are also entering into a strategic partnership with other institutions to bring important services to you.
An event like today is very important. I like the connection that some of you have been in retirement for a long time, and you are still here. So the first question I want to ask, when we talk about retirement, what does it mean? That is the question I'm asking. Now, this is basically to challenge a common perception that retirement is simply the end of what? The end of working life. And I think you sitting here today is a very good testimony that there is life beyond what? There is life beyond retirement. So when you hear the word retirement, what comes to your mind? And now that you are retired, what is your experience? Retirement means a lot of different things to different people. To some, it means freedom. To some, it may mean family. To some, it is time for travel. To some, it is time to earn pension. So it means different things to different what? To different people. Now, I want to assure you that retirement is not the end of work, but it is the beginning of what? A new phase of your life. Now, coming back to Grace and David, we have already noted that Grace and David both retired on the same day. They started work on the same day, and they also belong to the same one, the same son. Now, for Grace, retirement meant the beginning of a long-awaited chapter. I know most of you as teachers, you work for very many years, because I know you start work very early, maybe in your early 20s. I don't know if somebody started work before they reached 20. Is there anyone who started before reaching the 20? I can see a hand. Thank you. That was the beginning of a long-awaited what? Chapter in her life. But for David, it felt like the end of what? The end of the world. The end of security. Because we know employment gives us what? Gives us security. Now, therefore, the event was the same to both of them, but their experience was different. One of the greatest gifts that a Sacco can give to its members is not simply financial products. And I know here you have a lot of financial products, but the opportunity to prepare for this transition long before retirement arrives. So maybe in the olden days, we were not using or doing things the way we are doing them nowadays, but things are changing. Maybe during your time, you did not get this information or this kind of talk at the beginning of your career. But we normally say, it is never too what? It is never too late, because you are still here anyway. Now, most people start preparing for retirement only a few months before they leave work. And I need you to note that. Maybe I'm now speaking to those who have not yet retired. But retirement may last for several years after you leave active service. May I see those who have been retired for more than 10 years by show of hand? Thank you. Those who have retired for more than 15 years? Aha, quite a number. 20 years? Still counting. 25? Still counting. 30 years? Yeah. That basically means that retirement is not an event. Looking at three things that will impact your retirement life. One of them being financial preparedness or readiness. The other one being health and well-being. And the third is purpose and relationship. Now, if you look at that runway, you will see that we have a rising sun. That means you start at some point and you will take off at some point. When you take off, you are taking off to life in another chapter or a different chapter in your world, in your life. Look at your finances, yes, but also look at your health and then well-being. Plus, when you are retiring, what is the purpose? In this chapter, which you have seen, some of you will live for over 30 years. What are you going to do for 30 years? I think for those of us who have been retired for many years, I know, of course, you are doing something, isn't it? Maybe you can share with us how you prepared for it. I'm now speaking to those who have not yet retired. One day, somebody else will occupy your office. Someday, somebody else will teach in your classroom. Someday, somebody else will sit at your desk. But no one can take your experience. That experience you have gained over the year. We can take many things away from you, but we will never take away your what? Your experience. No one can take away your wisdom. Your wisdom will stay with you. No one can take the lives you have influenced. The many people you have, those who have passed through your hands, some of them I know may be presidents today, isn't it? Some of them are teachers like you. And finally, retirement does not erase your contribution. It gives you the opportunity to express it in new ways. And we have seen you can express it. You can be a mentor, you can be a farmer, you can be a preacher. You can do so many things. So, retirement is not about reaching the end of your working life.
First and foremost, James Kutira, I'm born again Christian. I come from Karating at the foot of Massachusetts University, southern part of Massachusetts University. Indeed, he was one of my good students, and I'm very proud of them because they made me to be what I am. I taught for 35 years, did only Massachusetts division in first course. I'm the founder of Chokadongo Primary School, I'm the founder of Sakanyenya Primary School, and my home school is the government primary school. Thank you very much indeed for the long way you have come with you. May God bless you all. Some of you were my officers, some of you were my fellow teachers, some of you were my students. Without you, I would not be walked the path I have walked. It was your cooperation, your help, and your encouragement. Mostly, my dear society, Keystone really been helping me very much indeed. In short, I'm the poorest contributor of teaching. Although I've been there from easy creation, I'm number 34. That one I received it at Boy Primary School in Karating, whereby our former chairman, none other than Keystone Agalo from Karating. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you, officers. When you go home, you're going to be here. Thank you.
Everyone.
As you have been told, I'm James Ogoga, and from the look of things, almost all of us are tired. I have two numbers. The first one before I went to college was number 1417. Now today, I'm well known there by the number 5504. That was the number I was given after I had come back from college. I don't want to waste your time here. And indeed, the first speaker who have just gone, whom I have just followed, has said everything. Mine is to say this. I want to appreciate the board of the directors. Indeed, this Sacco was almost dead. And after we had gone for elections in Keystone, boys stadium, these people came up, and actually today you can see we are very proud. The Sacco is still there, and the Sacco really helped us to bring up our families the way you are seeing back at home. My special appreciation goes to our Chief Executive Officer, Brother Alan Kao. In fact, teachers, you normally bring good young people. Our CEO is somebody who's always down to earth, and he is ready to listen to all of us. In fact, if you have a problem, you will go in when you are poor financially, and after reaching his office, automatically, if your problem is fully solved, it will be halfway solved, but you will go back home smiling. I'm requesting, because I'm not seeing these officers around, we have our daughter there called Betty Ojan. Ojan has been so good. She's a daughter to a Mwalimu, Mr. Ojan. That lady actually has been serving us so well. Madam Zilpa, and also our accountant. And to close the list, we have a brother here, Soldier, thank you so much. We have a better here. And indeed, kaka nene CEO watu. Soldier may everybody. Kaka kigo ne CEO rudu kubali mesangane. May God bless all of us. May God bless Keystone.
My name is Benson Onyeno. I'm from Northwest Kisumu, just next to Lena Market. I'm very much happy to see these faces today because it is also difficult to meet quite a good number of these people. Kite is a society that minds the well-being of you. But then let me tell you, in most cases, all these banks always, the societies that you may go to, the best one is the Kite society, because they mind almost everyone and they take care of almost everyone. Just remain in it, more so when God still gives you time to continue. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I'm Mr. Moses Ochengo Gonji. I only retired last year, but my testimony will be different from what the others have said. Mine is very simple. We are told to prepare for retirement early, you start early, so that by the time you are retiring, you will have gone somewhere. So my testimony is simply saying that after I retired last year, I was receiving my pension. I started receiving my pension in April. And what I'm earning now from my investments earlier is almost double what I'm earning from my pension. So that is point number one. Point number two also, I retired after teaching for 40 years because I was employed in 1995 and retired last year, 2025. My point here is, I was born with a disability, and disability is not inability. And therefore, I'm encouraging each and every one of us who may have a disability, or even children with a disability. The disability is not inability. That's point number two. The last point now I'm saying, after I retired, it is now, I have a lot of freedom now to do my things. For example, next August, in August 1st, I'll be graduating in sales and marketing. Meaning I am already doing something to prepare. I have to prepare that area, that area. So I don't want to sit down doing nothing. As I was expected, my year education, I could have been that fun. With that said, and marketing, once I'm graduated, my target is that by the end of next year, I will become a millionaire through my investment academy at once. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
Madam Millicent Kosome from Nyando. But I joined, we used to call it Kite in 1988. And it is the Keystone, the Kite, that helped me to pay my college fee. Yeah, it helped me to pay my college fee, and by that time, I was only saving 200 shillings. I was introduced in Kite by my father. My father was one of the founder members, and he convinced me to join the Kite. And from that time, I'm still here. And in fact, I'm going to die here. Then, the person who introduced me to this our Kite Bank is my former head teacher, Mr. Onyango Apio. In fact, when it was started, when Kite started as a bank, he came to our staff and said that from next month, everybody will start earning at Kite. And from that time, I'm still inside and inside. One of us said here that there was a time when you go for your salary, we could not get our salaries. You could be given 300 shillings, 500 shillings, and they could tell us to come back maybe the following day or any time. But me, my father told me, this is the right place. Don't ever leave Kite. Bank is not good. When you are at the bank, when you take a loan with them, they can even take your home. So I'm still here. And may God rest my father's soul in eternal life. His name was Mr. John Onyango Ondolo. He was also a KEPSA. He was teaching at Sabembe Primary School. And when I look around, I can see some of my teachers. He's there. Some are also there. May God bless each one of us, and let us stay here.
Let us believe and pray. Our Heavenly Father, King of Kings and King of Glory, we thank you for the wisdom that you give me to the directors to hold such a meeting. We thank you for the wisdom that you've given to your people who have gathered here for a purpose. Jehovah, we thank you for the pieces of information that we've been given. As we travel back, Jehovah, give us traveling mercies. For in Jesus' mighty name I pray and believe.